Let's have a look at the basic materials we will be needing to work along with the watercolors. The first and the foremost thing we will be needing is the watercolor paper. Here I have used the 300 GSM cold pressed watercolor paper. Any paper which is like more than 200 GSM is good for watercolor applications. If you want to look at the difference between the cold press and the hot press watercolor paper, if you observe closely, the hot pressed watercolor paper looks more smooth, fine grained and have less texture on it as compared to the cold pressed paper, which has a textured surface and a little bit of roughness on top of it. So it all depends on the individual and on the applications which kind of paper you want to use. If you need a smooth finish, you can go for hot pressed, otherwise you can go for the cold pressed paper. After paper, we will be needing the watercolor paints. I have used the Faber-Castell Artist watercolor paints for most of the applications. Watercolor comes in 2-3 forms: the pens, the cakes or the tubes. I have used the Faber-Castell Artist watercolor paint set because I found them a bit more smooth and they flow easily on the paper. On some of my applications, I have used the Winsor & Newton pens also. As I am using watercolor paints or tubes, I will be needing a palette. So I am used a bigger palette which has different compartments, like small compartments on the side to keep the paint, which we can use it later just by putting a water on it. In the middle compartment, big one, we can use for mixing our colors. We will be needing 2 water containers, one to wash the brushes and another one to keep the fresh water. Always advisable to use 2 water containers to work with all watercolor applications. Along with that, we will be using few brushes, few flat brushes and few round brushes. The numbers you can use like 2, 4, 6 and 8 on an average. That will be used in all kind of applications. We will be needing the rough cloth. You can use a tissue paper or paper towel in place of that. The tissue will be used for 2 purposes. First, to wipe up the brush once you wash it, and secondly, if you want to blot the extra water on your paper, we can use a cloth or a tissue for that. Then we will be needing the masking tape. It's a paper tape which can be placed around the paper while working with any applications. It has 2 uses. First of all, it will not allow the paper to move from its place, so you can work easily, and secondly, it will give a neat and clean border around your painting. So it's always good to use the masking tapes to give a symmetric and a neat and clean border for your paintings.